Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alton, Illinois, as the lightning strike.
That was a big lightning. I was adjusting the computer, and then I just got I caught that very large lightning strike in right field.
Well, this is Tim Reese and Max Keller. We're on the road, and it is exciting already here in Alton, Illinois. The Full Count Rhythm come in for the first time to take on the Alton River Dragons. It's their third appearance against Alton. Alton came to Hendersonville a couple of weeks ago and put the wood to the Rhythm 6-4 and 10-3. Full Count trying to give it back to the River Dragons. So we are making several changes here as the national anthem was going to be sung by a young lady, but they don't want to put her out on the field with the lightning strike that's gone on. So we are lining up currently for our national anthem. So we will take a break and we'll come back after the national anthem for the Chick-fil-A Rivergate starting lineups.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
Is your home showing symptoms of foundation issues? Your home's wet basement, dingy crawl space, musty smells, cracked walls, or unlevel concrete shouldn't be ignored. Helitech can help. Life happens in your home. You and your family deserve the best. Helitech offers proven solutions in waterproofing, drainage, concrete leveling, and foundation repair services. Contact us for a free inspection at helitechonline.com.
When the water's high, we'll keep your basement dry. Heal your home with Helitech.
And the national anthem is finished. We might be playing some baseball. Depends on whether or not the umpires look up into the sky at all to the right. But here are the Chick-fil-A Rivergate starting lineups. First, for the visitors, the Full Count Rhythm come in with a record of 9-14. After their win over Jackson 2 nights ago. Trying to figure out when we played last. Seems like it's been a while, and it's only been 2 days. Joey Parliament leading off, playing second base. Parker McDonald at short, batting second. Caden Wilkes behind the plate, hitting third. Brett Von Dolan at third base, hitting cleanup. Harrison Travis will be batting fifth, playing first base tonight. And in his first start of the year, Henry Jackson out in right field. Henry the Tribe Jackson will bat sixth. Ramey Harrison in left field, batting seventh. Andrew Hunt in center field, hitting eighth. And Wyatt Fuchs, the DH, on the mound. A scheduled change because of the delay. It was supposed to be Nick Jedd, but tonight it's going to be Trey Sanders, right-hander out of Samford University. 6'2", 190-pound right-hander. I'll tell you a little bit more about him, but here's the lineup that he will face for the Alton River Dragons, who come in with a 12-11 record. Joe Connolly will lead off, play center field. Cooper Howell at shortstop, batting second. Justin Santoyo, right fielder, will hit third. Luke Melton behind the plate, hitting cleanup. Luke Parmentier is batting fifth and playing third base. Eric Brockmeyer over at first base, hitting sixth. R.J. Larocco Jr. is in left field, batting seventh. Jordan Aguayo, the DH, hitting eighth, and Javi Alvarez batting ninth and playing second base. And on the mound, believe that is number 16 out there. Jackson Rogers, a right-hander from Western Illinois University, 6'3", 195-pound rising sophomore, hometown Edwardsville, Illinois.
And
Max, go ahead.
And for Rogers, it was 16 appearances this past season with Western Illinois. Got in 17 1/3 innings with a 16.62 ERA. So we'll see how he can do today. Obviously, summer ball, a whole different game. And he's going to face Joey Parliament to lead things off, who, for the Rhythm, has proven to be an aggressive hitter early in counts.
Jackson Rogers on for his 4th appearance of the year. Has an 0-1 record. All 4 are starts. First pitch swinging. Joey Parliament fouls that one down to Jackson Jarvis, who makes the athletic move to make the one-handed grab. And we are underway at 7:52 Central Time. Parliament looks at a fastball that whispers at the outside corner for a called strike 2. 97 degrees on the bus ride up here, but it's currently 78 degrees. We're going to get some precipitation in here at some point in time. Joey Parliament's going to go down on another pitch on the outside corner as he hits the backwards K for out number 1. First strikeout for Rogers. Came in 9 1/3 innings. It struck out 9 batters, walked 8, given up 13 runs, which 12 were earned. 12 hits in the 9 1/3 innings, 11.57 ERAs. He faces Parker McDonald hitting second in the Rhythm lineup. There's the first wide one of the evening for Rogers. Big U.S. flag out in center field, maybe the biggest pole that we've seen in the Prospect League this year. So Alton River Dragons win that race. The flag is wind pushing toward left field. There's a shot out to left field. Sound like a broken bat, but Parker McDonald's going to get a base hit as that old Hickory steel press bat dies a hero. So a 1-out single from McDonald, playing in game number 20. He now ties Jacob Tobias for the most games played. He also has his 19th start, which leads the squad. Caden Wilkes stands in with a runner on first base with 1 out.
Really strong start to the season for Wilkes offensively.
He's hitting .340 right now, playing in game number 16, has 9 RBIs. He's from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Redshirted at Middle Tennessee State last year. He hits a ground ball to short, could be 2. Howell over to second, but the ball is dropped. I think they're going to call the out at second base. Javi Alvarez did not make the throw to first base, and Wilkes is on a fielder's choice with 2 outs. Wilkes hit that ball hard, just a little bit to the right of the shortstop Cooper Howell, but it made a nice play, glove, and good throw to Alvarez at second, but Alvarez had trouble getting that ball in his hand at second base. And first pitch swinging, Brett Von Dolan pops one out to shallow right field over as Alvarez, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And the 1-out single does not come home to roost for the Rhythm. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the first, finally playing baseball here in Illinois.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, That's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Gray Sanders on the mound for his first start of the year, his third appearance with the Full Count Rhythm from Samford University. 6'2", 190-pound, rising redshirt junior. He's from Columbus, Georgia. He's a finance major there at Samford down in Birmingham. Son of Ronnie and Anne Marie Sanders, brother to Lily. Grandson of Pawpaw and my mommy in Columbus, Georgia, and Pop and Nana, also of Columbus, Georgia, staying in the host home of Bob and Mary McCall, along with his teammate at Samford, Noah Berry. His mentor is Chandler Phelps.
Well, the 4 innings so far this season for Sanders on the mound have been good. He has a 2.25 ERA. He's allowed 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts to 2 walks. And we're going to get to see a bigger sample size of him today following the pitching change. And that was a huge lightning strike about right over the field.
We're not worried about a lightning here. First pitch misses. And
I got a little,
a little
scared right there.
A little scared. It's okay, Max. I'm right here. There's a strike called on the inside corner. And count goes 1 ball, 1 strike to Joe Connolly, left-handed hitting center fielder, as now the Thunder comes in from the University of Iowa, playing in game number 16 of the year. He swings, hits a ground ball to the right side. Joey Parliament at second, gloves, and throws on to Harrison Travis for out number 1 here in the bottom of the first inning.
That is some very low growling, consistent thunder we got here in Alton.
If you look on the weather channel, you're going to see a lot of green and yellow, and we're going to have a delay. 7:58, 6 minutes into this ball game, our home plate umpire, Ben Perry, has said, okay, we're going to delay for a little bit, and the Rhythm defenders are coming off the field. Umpires will come together. Ben Perry behind the plate, Derek Forsting, the first base umpire, and Eric Prince are at third base. Normally you have a lightning strike and you have a 30-minute delay. I'm not sure if that's a rule book or that's a ground rule, as our official scorer back at home, Ken Stegall, would give us an opinion about rule book decisions and ground rule decisions. The umpires are walking off the field. So 6 minutes into this game at 7:58, we will have what may be the first of a couple delays here on a Tuesday evening in Alton, Illinois, about 5 hours away from Hendersonville. Got started at about 11 a.m. this morning. Had a stop in Paducah for lunch. Not as long as we normally have, as the not sure about the timing that was set up for arrival time, but we arrived a little more than an hour and a half before the originally scheduled game time at 6:35.
They must have had a magic ball that they must have known what was coming. Plenty of time in hindsight.
I think I'm a lot like Josh Carman, and I'd rather get here sooner rather than later before a game. Of course, we have a significant amount of wires to plug in and internet to get up and running, and so I'm not one of those guys that wants to just arrive and start playing. We can't do it here on a broadcast, honestly. So got to get lineups and get everything plugged in. But I think we got Max up and running. Max will handle the travel on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The Rhythm, of course, will come home sometime tonight after this game.
Yeah, I think I'm up and running with the equipment. Sometimes I might need a little reboot, turn off, turn back on, and then I start working again. But I've got the equipment down for the most part.
You don't have any plugs and wires coming out of you, Max.
Nope,
You're
all wireless.
yeah, I was going to say, you are totally wireless, and you understand equipment way better than I do, and definitely did beforehand. But once you get to do it a few times, we had the issue tonight with our internet.
Yep.
That we used our own Verizon hotspot and or whatever they call that box right there, and that was not cutting it tonight. But of course, with this weather here, it doesn't surprise me. But
I'd like to relate myself in technology issue resolvents to a pitcher with the bases loaded. I can get out of the jam if I need to.
Well, that's what we had to end up doing, was turning it off and turning it back on. We did have to reboot our restream. So if you had your YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter up during this entire wait as we were waiting on umpires. Not really sure if where the malfunction occurred in that, but it occurred, and the umpires were not here at 6:35 game time, as we got started at 7:52 Central Time, so about an hour and 17 minutes late. Our game time temperature we did not get to is brought to you by Helitech. Helitech offers permanent solutions in waterproofing and foundation repair to heal your home symptoms. Heal your home with Helitech. Helitech is a Prospect League wide sponsor, and we appreciate their support of the Prospect League, and in turn the Full Count Rhythm and the Alton River Dragons. Keep wanting to call them Alton. I don't know why, but there's only one L in Alton. But the Rhythm sent 4 batters to the plate in the top of the first. 1 out single by Parker McDonald, but he was erased on a fielder's choice. Caden Wilkes took his spot on first base, but first pitch swinging Brett Von Dolan popped out to the center fielder, and that ended the first as another lightning strike. It looks like the weather is out to the right. Right now, I guess I'll have to pull up something that indicates which way we're facing, because there is no sunshine here. I'm guessing west over that way, and so we must be looking. What's your guess? I'm thinking that's northeast.
I'm thinking that if we had a compass, it would point north.
You're right about that. Let's see. You got a compass on your phone?
I do not.
Hey, there's one. We look like we are facing. Let's see if this changes. There we go. We are facing east by southeast. So north is back here.
Well,
off our left shoulder.
I'm not a weatherman. I mean, maybe I take that back. I did 2 semesters on the University of Miami Canes Cast weather show. However, that was all very much process the information and deliver it to people in a charismatic way. But I'm not an expert. All I know is that generally, when you have a place that is 90 degrees during the day and it gets to 75 degrees, that means there is a significant amount of a storm cell moving in that direction.
Well, that would be correct. You should go to the weather app and you see that most of the bad weather is south of us. And I'm pretty sure it is moving in a southeasterly direction. So I think the bad stuff should miss us and go south. It's just a question of how much lightning will we see within maybe a 10-mile radius. I'm not sure what the 30-minute delay is. Is it a 7-mile radius, 10-mile, 15, 30? Not really sure. But we got a guy down here. Looks like he's an official. He's wearing some gray slacks and a red top, and he's got his phone out right here and just in front of the River Dragons dugout. I'm guessing, at least at Volunteer State Community College, our trainer is also the weatherman. He's also the guy that keeps track of lightning strikes. That's Justin McKinney, and he is all things weather for Volunteer State.
I'm learning more and more about multi-purpose coaches. Tuned into the College World Series, learned that the trainer for Texas A&M, she is also in charge of stitching the jerseys,
stringing gloves,
and stringing gloves.
I saw her stringing a glove yesterday. That's crazy. Justin McKinney couldn't do that. I'm pretty sure Justin McKinney could not string a glove, but he can keep track of lightning strikes. Max, we can just talk a little ball here.
Let's talk a little ball.
You know what I heard down Well, I went down to find out about our new pitcher. I found out that the Texas A&M coaching staff is no longer at Texas A&M.
They are not. I was
that news?
I was actually gonna come honk you down to tell you about that. Yeah, head coach Jim Schlossinger from Texas A&M is going to be the next head coach at the University of Texas, and I can tell you that that's going to be pretty intense when those two teams meet up. You know, interesting. A lot of interesting through lines in college baseball the past couple of days because we are.
Well, that was some news we just got.
We got some news,
I guess
and I think it's more important than Jim
Yeah,
Schlossinger's
we'll-
whereabouts.
Schlossnagel.
Schlossnager.
Schlossnagel.
Schlossnagel.
So anyway, we just got word that there's no more baseball tonight, that we will resume on Saturday, which the Rhythm will be back here in Alton, Illinois. We'll just play a doubleheader on Saturday. So there you go, Max.
And that's enough time for me to learn the proper name of the Texas A&M or
Yeah.
Texas head coach now.
Yeah. So we will say so long from Alton, Illinois, as we got through an inning and a third, or not even an inning and a third, 4 outs here. So it batting in the bottom of the first inning with 1 out. So this game is suspended until Saturday when the Rhythm will be right back here. So Max and I will have to get on a bus, head back to Hendersonville. We'll get back a little bit earlier than we thought.
Frosted Luau player of the inning.
It's got to be Parker McDonald. Parker McDonald is your Frosted Luau, but we will resume that on Saturday, or Max will. So stay tuned. We'll be back at home tomorrow night to take on the Cape Catfish at 7:05. So if you're in the area, come by to Drake's Creek Park. Doug Dorn texting in, says, just start reading Genesis. Genesis 1-1, Doug, in the big inning. Well, we haven't had a big inning here, but we will have to say so long because we got to wrap up all the chords. So for interim head coach Jackson Jarvis and the general manager Josh Carmen, and for Max Keller tonight, this is Tim Reese saying so long. God bless you. We'll talk to you tomorrow night at Drake's Creek Park.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm baseball game presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See you next time on the Full Count Broadcast Network.